Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions,
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Well, I really can't get enough of Grace. Thank you, Grace. Thank you so much. Thank you, viewers, for watching this video. What's this about? Well, I'm leaving for the weekend, and I thank you to my members and all you viewers. I want to give extra content. That means extra reactions, extra counteracting this hypocritical bullshit from, yes, the Friday Night Whites. Why do I keep saying that? Because they're mostly white. They're ignorant. They're privileged. They don't understand their white privilege, and they want to explain Asian history to Asian actors. Wow! A dropout. And I'm sorry, I'm going there. Why am I going there? Because he calls other people dumb that feel like they want representation, and we're going to watch the video and react to it. But he deserves every bit of this because of the bullshit he spews out, the ignorance, and the white-splaining that he tries to do to other people and tries to tell Simu Liu how he should feel about representation. This is why I need to do more content like this, not less, because the bullshit spreads like wildfire. And not enough people, there are a few brave soldiers out there, but not enough people are counteracting this. Is it about the grift? Yes, it's about the grift, but it's also about the talking points. I don't think you need to just shout out to my pal Firewater, who's a great pal. He likes to attack the grift. I'm attacking them from both angles. I am so sick of this bullshit. Why do they want this to fail? Why do they want this project to fail? Because it fits their narrative and their friends, where they created the algorithm with Bounding in the Comics and EVS. It's legit facts I'm giving you here. They are on a campaign against diverse characters. And they like to play it dumb and act like when they say this is a great moment of representation for Asian culture and Asian representation in American cinema, in Hollywood, they like to dumb it down and act like it's nothing, like it's not a pivotal moment. Guess what? Bruce Lee had to put up with a lot of bullshit when he had his movies produced. They were mostly produced in another country, not by Hollywood. And when he tried to develop his own project for Hollywood, they took it from him. In most of the characters that this moron, yes, moron, says, you weren't the first. This is they are seen through the white man's lens. That's what you don't understand. That's what you don't want to tell to your audience. That it's seen through the white man's lens because most of the directors in Hollywood are white. I'm not against that. I'm a white person myself. I don't have a problem with white people directing films, but you cannot play dumb about what's really going on in the history of Hollywood. Believe me, it's even recent events. Listen, I like Quentin Tarantino, but that bullshit scene he did with Bruce Lee was bullshit. And that was, again, through the white man's lens. He was treated more like a caricature behind the scenes, like he was exactly like he appears on film. And I kind of still feel away. Should Tarantino be canceled? No, but you have to understand what's happening here. We're finally getting a film with a very diverse Asian cast with representation behind and on screen. And that is a pivotal moment. And yes, Jackie Chan. Oh, all right, let's get to the video. I'm sorry. I'm already hot because I pre-watched some of it. So here is Jeremy's. Oh, I should make sure that I got the audio. Hold on. Sorry. I'm not re-recording this because I'm about to leave town. Okay, so here is his title. Of course, they just cover Bounding in the Comics because they grift together. Shang-Chi Simu Liu ignores Asian history with ridiculous virtue signal. It's not ridiculous. And how dare you say someone else's thoughts and feelings about their history with their race and the struggles is ridiculous. That's bullshit. You know? And then my title is Friday Night White Bro Dropout attacks Asian actor and attempts to teach history. Why do I say attack? Because that's the same bullshit they throw on every single title of the video. Oh, we're being attacked. The white bros are being attacked. Look out for that bullshit. Any response whatsoever, it's a goddamn attack. All right, here we go.
What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we have now reached a point where we are ignoring all history in order to project and virtue signal.
Oh, go ahead, go on some more, white bro. Tell an Asian their history and explain their struggles to get representation. Because yes, a guy that gets beaten up by a character has been there's a long history of that as a pinnacle for minorities in Hollywood. And that is a difference that you're seeing now. And this is recent history. You asshole. I'm sorry, this pisses me off. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Jackie Chan, look, he's not making many American movies anymore. He's making them in China. Most of those films in the past were all produced outside of the Hollywood pipeline, and they were not. The difference is they were not giving major budgets, and they were not given to directors and creatives in the Asian community. It was more like, we're going to tell you how to act, and you may be a sidekick. You know, unfortunately, the majority of Jackie Chan's filmography in Hollywood, not the films that were made in China, he was relegated to a sidekick. Do I still like those movies? Yes, but they could have been better.
Simu Liu can pretend
here we go again, mispronouncing the name on purpose. This is a more disrespect sent to minorities. And again, along with, this is why I'm going to keep going back to all these points. What they are actually doing. This is dog whistle to actualists that watch your content to mock minorities, put them crying in your thumbnails, and then to white bro-splain their struggles to get representation in Hollywood. You should be ashamed of yourself trying to act like they are ill-informed and ignorant when you're projecting so hard, bull boy. You're projecting so hard.
more important than he really is. So he wants to ignore anything that came before him just so he can get those powerful virtue signal points, just like Black Panther. It was the first time black people had ever been in a movie. At least
You're an
that's
asshole.
what the media was trying to make
No.
you believe.
No,
That's
no,
what the marketing was trying to make you believe.
This is the typical white bro straw man. They're trying to tell you that he's like the Black Panther too. They're trying to tell you this was the first black actor on screen. No, you're ignoring context on purpose to shill for your hateful audience. You asshole. And I am going harder, not softer, because these people, these Friday night white bros, are not fans of anything. They're making everything horrendous, and I don't want them deplatformed, but they need to be counteracted every step of the way.
First time black people have ever been in a movie in the history of existence. Therefore, we must
see the straw man. Watch the straw man with these grifters. Who said that? Is that what was in the titles? No one said that, you asshole.
Celebrate. And if you give it a bad review, you are an ist or an ism. That's how it always goes. Captain Marvel was the first film ever to feature a strong, powerful woman in the lead role.
No one said that. They said it's a pivotal moment and representation for women because it's also directed by a woman. Or she was co-directing the film. You know. The first in the MCU, you know. But again, context doesn't matter.
It was historic. It was groundbreaking. Of course, until Black Widow came out. And then that was the first time women have ever felt empowerment. It was the first time we've ever had an opportunity. And now we're hearing the same nonsense from Shang-Chi with Simu Liu.
Sarcasm and straw man are his only tools in identity politics.
Saying, I thought playing a guy that gets beaten up by the main character was the pinnacle for Asian actors. The level of disrespect.
No, the disrespect you're
that
showing.
You just laid out there for anyone that came before you. Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Bruce Lee.
Yes.
The fact of, like, I can't remember.
Well regarded in their countries and across the world, but we're relegated to sidekicks. Just ask Jet Li with Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon, you know, or to play a sidekick to DMX or something. I don't know. Yes, if you actually do the context and the research, you'll understand why this is a pivotal moment. Of course, that's not research and context is not important, and the straw man and sarcasm are his only tools, and obsessed with politics. It's fear-mongering for stuff that's not even there. It's not even there. Everyone's just enjoying this film, but not the white bros. The white bros can't stand it. Now, if he had any point, have you seen white people being erased from the film slate, recent movies? Are they disappearing? Or do you see just more diverse projects and representation with a positive thing? Well, the white bros can't take anything positive about diversity. If it's anything saying that this is representation, it's automatically a virtue signal. This is how moronic the conversation online has become. Any even discussion about representation in the struggles of being an Asian American, or I think he's from Canada, Asian Canadian, and getting a big budget blockbuster in Hollywood. You don't consider that. That hasn't happened before.
The lead actor's name in Mortal Kombat that played Liu Kang, he was awesome. I mean, there's just more, and I've never been the biggest martial arts guy, but that's just off the top of my head. Jackie Chan was like the biggest star in the world. Jet Li was highly respected all over the world. Bruce Lee is still talked about today. But no, hey,
it's because he fought the
Simu
fight.
Liu is it's the first time that we've ever had an Asian actor that's ever been represented.
Call him on this bullshit.
Strong and powerful.
Please.
Simu Liu has continued to ignore history in order to virtue signal for brownie points in the here and now, as the actor recently doubled down on his self-centered assertion that his upcoming Marvel film, Shang-Chi, will finally show audiences an aspirational Asian hero.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Now I agree with Jackie Chan and Hong Kong cinema and a lot of Asian films that are directed in Asian. They have aspirational heroes, but if you look at the Hollywood history, not so much. Not so much. I like Shanghai Noon. I like Rush Hour, but if you ask Jackie Chan, he didn't even like doing the Rush Hour films. He didn't. He used that was at the height of his career, and that's the best he could get in Hollywood. And it was a sidekick. And yes, they're more like a hollow caricature of actual Asian characters. Potentially. I don't want to speak for Asian people either, but they can potentially be a hollow representation where now it's just about the character itself and not a gimmick and not some fresh off the boat type humor, if you know what I'm saying. And there's a great series called Fresh Off the Boat. But that was and also a pivotal moment in sitcom history, because it's not just a character and a hollow representation and done for laughs. or done as the villain. How many minorities in the history of Hollywood have just been relegated to the villain or sidekick? You don't understand. You don't want to understand. You're blissful in your ignorance, and you embrace it to your hateful audience. That's disgusting.
So this was during a Reddit session hosted by Marvel's subreddit. Throughout the online Q&A, Liu, who not only chose to respond to near exclusively softball questions with answers that felt forced and scripted, but in one particular instance outright ignored a series of questions of genuine substance. So questions asking about what his favorite Shang-Chi comics that he read was. What was his favorite?
I would prefer if Simu Liu would give a great answer like that. But does he have to just because he plays the character? No. I think it's cool when actors embrace the source material and really know a lot about their character and comics and history. Yes. But is that cancel worthy or mocking worthy? No, I don't believe so. I enjoyed the film. This campaign from the white bros against this movie is disgusting. It needs to stop. You are not going to take down the MCU, and we are the mother effing line. That's all I have to say. I'm not going to finish the video. You get the idea. If you want to check out the whole video, feel free to. We need to hold them accountable for their disgusting, ignorant, privileged, white privileged behavior and trying to explain the struggles of minorities in Hollywood. That's bullshit. See you next time.